And hello, and welcome to the Kiyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I am your host, Kiyoshi Herbie Bagwell. I want to say a big thank you to just everybody here at SCC TV for making everything just so absolutely beautiful, modern, and high-tech for me. I'm an 80s guy, so when it comes to the technical stuff, the folks behind the scene make me look fantastic. So to everyone behind the scenes, just first names only, Frank and Michelle and all you guys and the other Frank, F squared, if I should say, you guys are fantastic. This show is going to be on intermediate Taekwondo martial arts, and I hope you all are ready for the 6th annual Mid-Connecticut Karate Championships Karate Tournament, which will be held October 13th at Jonathan Law High School. This is our 6th annual, bagwellacademy.com, or you can just give me a call. Contact us at 203-877-5425. And we are looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful turnout, a couple of surprises. I'll keep that under wraps until then, but let's get started. Taekwondo Kai. Taekwondo martial arts is a combination of Taekwondo martial arts along with, of course, Shaolin Kempo. I developed Taekwondo martial arts in an actual fight, of course. We were at the Battle of Atlanta, and we're going back to 08, 07. And I combined the two, Taekwondo and Kempo. In other words, when my opponent wanted to expand and attack me, I was able to contract and still strike, or do what I call a cut side kick, and still be effective. So all of those things were happening at the same exact time when I was competing. And when you compete, that's basically the next best thing as a real fight. Obviously, in karate tournaments are also called a controlled environment. When you're out in the street, it's not a controlled environment. It's mano a mano, and there's no rules. But the next best thing of that, of course, is a well-run, well-organized karate tournament. And I combined the two, hence Taekwondo was founded literally in a actual tournament, and it went into, now it's also a book. I have a book online, Amazon.com, plug in Herbie Bagwell, and voila, you see my book. So I thank you all in advance. This show is going to be on intermediate Taekwondo martial arts. Intermediates from green, white belt, blue, white belt, and of course purple and purple, white belt. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, okay, is taekwondos. The green belt taekwondo is called Wan Yo. Height, this is front position for, of course, Shaolin Kempo. Hands by my side. I bow, of course, recognizing my taekwondo. Jun B, okay, and this is called Wan Yo, green belt, Hana. I come here, I come down. Look to my left, I'm going to narrate the kata. 2 forearm block. Knife hand strike. Lift, punch, right hand armbar, strike. And when I strike, I'm focusing on the first 2 knuckles of the punch. Chamber. 1, 2, 3, chamber. And for space and studio purposes, I'll keep my kicks nice and low. So therefore, I'm not only able to narrate the kata, you at home can, of course, follow through. I'm going to move backstage. Now from here, it's a side kick into a double knife in a back stance. Come forward, double knife 2. Come forward, double knife 3. I'm going to take 1 step back, okay? Feint block, spear finger, kiai. Aya. Now, this is spear finger, ridge hand, knife hand. Once again, spear finger, ridge hand, and of course, knife hand. Always know your strikes. Right arm chamber. I turn my back to you for a moment. 1, 2, 3, chamber. 1, 2, 3, chamber. Now this next move, I want to do it towards you so you, again at home, can follow through. Now I'm in the chamber. This is green belt kata Wanyo. I step out into a front stance, middle block, okay? Kick, punch. This is called a circular block, okay? Kick, punch, okay? After that punch is made, as soon as I punch here, I get into a fighting stance. I'm going to do a back leg side kick. And I'm going to spend a few moments on this back leg side kick because I see so many things in tournaments and other schools. I've made the corrections even in my own school on how a back leg side kick should be set up. If I'm going to throw a back leg side kick, people, I have to put my whole body into it. You put your whole body into something. It's either all or nothing. You can't do anything halfway, then expect full results. It just doesn't work that way, okay? So I'm here. So my back leg has to come all the way around into a chamber, side kick, and land. So I'm going to go medium speed. So I'm here, I turn, boom, and I'm going to land, okay? Now, when I do a back leg side kick, my whole body has to come forward, okay? So now, green belt kata Wanyo, back leg side kick, chamber, kick, land, to forearm block, okay? High chamber, kiai, aya. In some places it's called World Taekwondo. My back is to you for a second. When they come here to a two forearm block, it's this, aya. And it all depends, okay? Now I'm gonna do the same move with my back to you only for a moment so you can see the two endings, of course, from Wanyo, okay? My right leg is back. I'm in a fighting stance. I'm gonna do a back leg side kick, okay? So from here, back leg, side kick, to forearm, and then, aya. Now, in some other parts of the country, still in Taekwondo, and even throughout the world, from here, come up, aya. So you have more thrust coming down in that block with the strike. Baro. I end it. Right leg, right leg. Everywhere you go, you're going to see differences. I've seen the black belt katas. I've seen Wanyo, Yogo, Jungun, Taege, Warang, Chungmu, Kwange, Gaebok, Poen. I've seen so many different variations of those katas. It's just like, wow. Nothing negative. It's just, okay. You know, sometimes when you get used to doing something for years, and then you see someone else doing the same thing or the same named kata, but you see some differences. It's not that it's wrong, it's just different, so respect it. I respect all martial arts, I absolutely do. I just think, you know, some of the most beautiful katas in the world are those Shotokan katas. The Japanese katas are absolutely beautiful, and I'm a Taekwondo Shaolin Kempo guy, which is of course Korean and Chinese, but yet and still, I think some of the most beautiful katas in the world are from the Japanese. You follow me? So I'm just really a fan of the martial arts, okay? Now, let's get into our Kempo. Kempo green belt is combination 7A and 7B. I'm gonna give you two different views on that, okay? Height, Kempo fighting stance. This is the traditional fighting stance in the school. Obviously, if we were going to fight, it would be more hands open because why? Shaolin Kempo has a ground game. The ground game is phenomenal. In today's environment, you really need to be well-rounded, okay? Try to find that balance. You just can't be one way, okay? That's almost saying that you can have just one stream of income and you'll be great. Well, you might be able just to barely get by, but you want to have several streams of income coming in. I was taught that years ago by a multi-millionaire. Have several streams of income coming in case one happens to, blank out on you. You might have 5 or 6 other streams of income coming in. And that's what I teach my own kids, okay? So here we go. This is called combinations 7A, 7B, of course, in Shaolin Kempo. So I'm in a traditional Kempo stance in the school, okay? Once again, traditional Kempo stance in the school. This is our fighting technique out in the street because we have a grappling game that goes down. We call it Chinese Jiu-Jitsu. It's not Brazilian, it's Chinese, okay? So hands are here. This is called 7A. I'm going to go real slow. Cross block, back fist, iron palm. I tell all of my students, all of my practitioners, that when you fight, try to fight going downhill. They go, why, Kiyoshi? Why have that mentality? When you're fighting downhill, you have constant pressure, of course, on the person who you are fighting, on your competitor. When you're fighting downhill, it's just the best way of fighting. In the military, one of the best positions you can be in the military is from an upward angle. If you're in the upward angle, you have the advantage as opposed to trying to shoot up or trying to fight up. Okay, yeah, I fought some fighters that were like 6'7", tall fighters. And I've learned that I cannot kick with a 6'7" person. I have to blitz that person. So blitzing is just fighting downhill, beating him down to my size. And I became very victorious. I'm in 2 Hall of Fame, so awesome, okay? So here we go. One more time, 7A. Cross block, back fist, iron palm. Now from a side view, okay? Hands are up. Cross block. My left hand's above my obi. My obi is called my belt, okay? I'm looking downhill or at my opponent after the back fist or the cross block. Back fist, iron palm. One more time. Cross block, back fist, iron palm. Okay? Simple. Now, let's go on to green-white belt. You'll find at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts the multicolored belts, green-white, blue-white, purple-white, except for the exception of red-black. Okay? So once again, green-white, blue-white, purple-white, brown-black, and red-black. Red-black is the only belt that not only has Kempo attached to it, but the red-black belt kata in Taekwondo is called Chung Mu. The red belt kata is called Warang. The red-black belt kata is called Chung Mu. That's the last underbelt kata prior to getting to the black belt katas, Kwange, Poen, Gaebok, so on and so forth, okay? So here we go. Green-white. This is 8A and 8B. Wonderful combinations. This is the true self-defense of Shaolin Kempo. Absolutely outstanding. So my hands are here. This is 8A. Straight punch or a hook coming towards me. This technique will be used more if a person is that's bigger and heavier than you. He or she is really trying to throw a punch at you, and you want to use certain things or certain techniques to block. Okay? So your hands are here. Straight punch or a hook, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's called a feint block. You're going to divert that energy someplace else. As you divert that punch or that kick, you now grab the wrist or the ankle. Now at that point, once you've grabbed it, now you go from a side stance, you're going to make that transition into a front stance, knife hand strike on the groin. Extract, okay? Grab, turn the leg or turn the wrist. Break, back fist, iron palm. Once again, in your mind, fighting what now? Yes, downhill. And that's what you want to do. You want to fight downhill all the time. Okay, here we go. From a side stance now. I think this side might be even better. So we're over here. We step, feint block. Grab the ankle or the wrist. From a side stance, transition, front stance, attack the groin, extract, grab, turn back. Attack, attack, attack. Okay? always fighting downhill. That's how I preach. I just command it into my students, and they understand it. Our fighting technique is fantastic. We win all the time at tournaments. We go to 22 tournaments a year. Yes, we support a lot of people. And so now, at this point, after we support everybody, we want to see everyone to support us. That's how it's supposed to be. I support you, you support me. Let's support each other. Let's enhance each other, okay? Hands are up. Here we go. Now, that was 8A. Now, 8A and 8B. 8B couldn't be any more different, okay? Here we go. Someone's trying to grab my shoulders or my lapel or put their hands around my neck, okay? Always a way of getting out of things, okay? Now, the traditional or the karate way of getting out of this is this way. I'm going to slow. As they're coming towards me, I take just a step back to block. Now I have the left hand on my right, the right hand on my left. I turn my wrist over quickly. I grab their wrists. I slightly bring them in. Then I attack the collarbones on a knife hand strike. Okay? That's the traditional way. When I teach my self-defense, I had a self-defense seminar, a few months ago. About 65 women showed up. It was phenomenal. And so when I do my self-defense seminars or self-survival seminars, okay, I show a plethora of techniques. Not too many, but a plethora, more than 5. And you want to just focus on those 5. You can't have a self-defense seminar and show like 60 techniques and then take their money and say bye. No, you have to focus on 3 to 5 techniques over and over and over and over and over again. So now it's in their mind. Instead of panic, they choose to protect. Again, instead of panic, they protect. And I use that phrase all the time. So I'm giving you that, instructors, that little bit, a piece of information, I'm giving it to you for free, okay? So here we go. Now from a side view, okay? I'm here. I cross my arms this way. My right foot steps back, cat stance, and I block. My hands go over the person's wrist. I slightly bring them in. Ayah! And I attack the collarbones. In martial arts, you have steps and stages: white belt, yellow belt, orange belt, green, white, blue, white, etc., etc. And each step and each stage is really all about building a foundation. That foundation is predicated on coming to class. That foundation is predicated on trying your hardest. You're going to go through your ups and downs. I can't do this. I want to quit. Got to split. Don't want any part of this. You're going to go through all those ambivalent feelings, because I went through the same thing myself. But as you can see, I didn't quit. Sometimes people have to learn to rest and not quit. Not take a break. I didn't say that, but learn how to rest and not quit. But the one thing I'm finding out nowadays, over the past 15, 20 years, parents quit, not the kids. The parents allow the kids to quit. I don't understand that terminology. I still understand it. In my household, when you start something, you're going to finish it. You're going to do karate, go from white to black. Now, once you earn that black belt, you can take a break. But you will be going back there to help teach. Now is your time to give back to what you've been taken from. And that's how I was raised. So I'm always trying to be of service to other people. I'm trying to help people get from point A to point B. That I know God would help me to go from point A to a higher level so I can bring my family to a higher standard of living. That's how it works, okay? So here we go. Hands are up. One more time. Green, white belt, okay? Block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? Hands are up. Butterfly chamber. Block. Hands come down. Bring them in. Ayah. All right? We're going to blend in to blue and green, white all together. I want to stay on Kempo a little bit, okay? 9A and 10B, as you just saw. Now, 8A and 8B, 8A and 8B, 9A and 9B, I always blend them together. Now, straight punch or a hook. Once again, now we're getting into self-survival techniques, okay? Straight punch, Buddhist palm, I block it. I grab the wrist. My left foot, short snap kick, step, block anything coming up, back fist, iron palm. I'm always in the notion of keeping myself not only marketable, but keeping myself in position to strike. Keeping yourself in position to strike is so important. You got to have good footwork. If you watch any boxer today, of course, I'm an old school guy, so I'm going to go back to Muhammad Ali. I'm going to go to Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm going to go to Hector Macho Camacho. He was phenomenal, a fighter out of New York. Rest in peace, sir. But all those boxers, besides Sugar Ray, may they all rest in peace. Those boxers had phenomenal footwork, and their footwork was synonymous in keeping themselves in position to strike. Every last one of them. Okay, so if I have good footwork and I'm point fighting, I know how to get myself out of harm's way. But at the same exact time, I also know how to get myself into position to always want to strike. Okay, as a two-time Hall of Famer in martial arts and weapons, forms, and fighting, I've fought and competed around the world. I'm truly blessed. But the one thing I've learned was footwork, and footwork is only going to come through conditioning, and you have to have really good conditioning. You have to train. You got to do your jumping jacks. You got to do your jump rope. You got to kick the kick and shield. You got to do all of the physical exercises you can. I was never a proponent on fighting a ton in the dojo because you can tend to get burnt out and get injured. You already have the technique. And because you already have the technique, get your conditioning up. Get your wind up, as the old heads, the old grandmasters would say. You have to have good conditioning. You got to work the respiratory system, your circulation. You got to watch what you eat. Alcohol, let it go. The cigarette smoking, let it go. If you want to be great, then you got to treat your body great. If you want to be mediocre, then you're going to fall into the abyss of nothingness. I think the worst mentality a person can have is, it's all right, it's good enough, I'll be okay, it's just okay. No, you're going to fall into the abyss of nothingness. But in order to be one of the great ones, the truly, truly great ones, I have this one notion called the 5P principle. I want you to write this down, and those are watching online and those that are actually going to record this, is called the 5P principle. You might have to rewind this part a couple times to get it. It's called proper preparation prevents poor performance. One more time. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. We're all going to have our ups and downs. Lord knows I've had mine. But you got to get back on track. You got to get back in alignment to whatever it is that you want. Everything with me is faith-based. I do this TV show under God. I do my martial arts under God. So everything is faith-based. And once you do that, then you absolutely know that you're doing the right thing under God. So I work under God. I want to be of service to everyone who I come into contact with online, in person, at my karate school. What can I do for you to get you from point A to point B? And that's how it works, okay? Now, let's keep it going, all right? Now, we did 8A, 8B, 9A, and 9B. I want to spend some time, of course, on 8B, okay? This one here, again, from a self-defense position, straight punch or a hook. In the school, when we're doing traditional training, we do this. We just come here and we block. Obviously, in real time, on the street, God forbid you do get into a physical altercation, it's not going to work that way. You're going to mostly be like this with your hands here in front of you, not in your pockets, not folded, not your hands behind your back, but you're going to be like this right in front so you can block and do whatever you have to do to protect yourself, okay? So Here comes 8B. Straight punch or hook coming at you. Your first move is boom. You want to be able to lean back to absorb some of the blow. You don't want to meet the blow. You want to be able to absorb it, but in a protective fashion. Once I block, grab, I turn back. The person's arm is like this. Now I'm going to strike the person's twice. So 1, that's your first block. Okay, one more time. Block, grab, turn, pay attention, break, snap, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. I'm going to do it from a side view so you can see everything. I believe this is the best way to show it. Block, grab, turn back, okay? I bring my back knee straight up. Break, snap, right over left. One more time, okay? 1, 2, 3, okay? Break, pow, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street. Simple, okay? The blue belt kata for Taekwondo is called Yule Go. The Yule Go pattern to me is one of the coolest katas in the underbelt, besides, of course, Taegye and Jungun, Hwarang, Chunmu. But when I see kids do this kata, the blue belt and the purple belt means you're right in the middle. You're almost at the apex. You've gone from white belt into blue purple. Now you're going to be at brown and red, and you're at the apex. Man, you're saying to yourself, whoa, I'm almost at black belt. So you really want to be very, very smart and to attend your classes. So here's Yule Go pattern, okay? Blue belt. Height, front position, hands by my side. Bow and say, Yule Go, Junbi, Hana. Left hand opens up, I come here. I breathe in, step out, punch, punch, shuffle, punch, punch, step, chamber, middle block, okay? Short kicks so you can follow along at home, punch, punch. As I'm transitioning, middle block, kick, punch, punch, one step. 1, 2, punch, half moon. 1, 2, punch, half moon. Fighting stance. I'm going to go slow. Back leg, side kick, land, forearm strike. Back kick, land, forearm strike. Double knife, open up, spear finger. Double chamber, 1 here, 2, left hand spear finger. I chamber, this last move I do towards you. Strike, punch, chamber, strike, punch, rolling back fist. My back foot steps out, turns to forearm block, come here, ki-ai, aya. Now, to end it on this side, to forearm block, I end it, baro, okay? Come here, right leg, right leg. We're gonna do a 4-part series. This is the first of 4 on intermediate Taekempo martial arts. We have purple, we have brown, we have red and red-black. I may reserve the red-black for black belt because there's so much going on. I want to thank you all for watching the Kiyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show, and thank everyone for here at SCC TV, and for Michelle Robles and for myself, Kiyoshi Herbie Bagwell. Thank you for watching, and good night.